Hi, St. Bernardines. I'm just going to take you through once again how to create the little app project in terms of looking at how we can use App Lab to do those things that are in the Australian curriculum, digital technologies for year 5 and 6, which is user input, branching, so if statements, and iterations, so loops. So this is our dashboard. Now it looks the same for us as it does for the students. And so whenever we want to make a new app, we just go into the projects tab at the top, and then we click that we want to create a new App Lab project. So like I said, I would frame this as a problem. You want to know first thing in the morning how the kids are feeling about the day. And so we're going to make an app that allows you to do that. Now you could, start off with just screen one. And so we go into our design mode and we put a label up here that says how, oops, oh, not that because I've done the wrong thing. So in our text, so how are you feeling today? I'm going to put another label that says enter your response below. And then I'm going to put my text input in here. And then I'm going to have a button that is just a next button that sends me to the next screen. Now remember, we're going to make sure that we give our buttons and things nice, really memorable and meaningful IDs. I'm going to also give this text input feeling, just give that a nice meaningful ID so I can find that later on. All right, so I've got this first screen. For the purposes of what we're doing, this is just going to be the first screen. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to make it 2 more new screens. So I'm going to call this one feeling screen. I'm then going to have this one as my green screen. And this one's going to be my orange screen. Okay, so remember that if they write they're feeling good in this box, then it's going to take them to the green screen, or if they write anything else, it's going to take them to the orange screen. Now, again, it's up to you to then have that conversation about what we could do better. Rather than using a text input, could we use a drop down? Could we have multiples of these screens? Because, for example, I might say that I'm fantastic. And in this option, if I say I'm fantastic, it's still going to take me to the orange screen. Now, just quickly recap this morning. So I showed you about the hex codes. So if I just write green hex in here, it's going to give me some. If I go to images, it'll actually give me a whole lot more. So here's a whole lot of shades of green. So if I choose one of those that I like, let's say that I want to use this one. If I type that little number in there, so 2E856E, so if I type that in here, so 2E856E, it's going to give me that same color. All right, that's just a little, perhaps an extras for experts or something that you could use with the students who are, kind of a bit ahead of the game. Let's use this one, so FF781F. So FF781F. Now, if you wanted to, you could actually explore, or some of the kids could do a bit of inquiry about what those hex codes mean, where they come from, what they are. All right, now, again, in our example today, we added some text to these 2 screens. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it as it is and get into the coding. All right. So our code, we're going to start with an on event. Okay, so we generally will start with an on event. Now we might also talk about an on event block as a when I block. So when I click on whatever this thing is, something is going to happen. So the thing I'm going to click on is my next button. So I'm going to choose that in there. And I'm going to go to my control options. I'm going to choose an if else block. And then I'm checking that two things are equal. So I'm wanting to check that what is in this box is either the word good or it's something else. So if it is the word good, I'm going to go to that green screen. So the thing I'm checking is I'm wanting to get the text from something. So I drag get text into here. Now it's the feeling input. And if that is good, now remembering that needs to be in inverted commas because it is actually a string. It's a specific word or specific text that I'm looking for. It's not a function or anything. If that happens, I'm just going to grab two set screens in here. So my first set screen is going to be to take me to the green screen. So if that what's in that box says good, I'm going to go to the green screen. If it says anything else, I'm going to go to the orange. All right, let's test it out. Great, green screen. One more test. Oh, I just type orange, it'll go to orange. Now, a good thing to do is as we are working through this process is to do a little bit of coding and test. So I can right now, even though I don't have that second one in, I can test that this is working. Okay, so that's a good thing. Then I can add in my second block. Sometimes it's good to go through that kind of iterative process. Okay, that's kind of maybe the first lesson. All right, we've got a little bit of branching. We've also got some user input. Okay, so we've ticked off two of those things. Now, remember that if you wanted to, you could also replace, in your design mode, you could replace this with a drop down. Okay, so we could have some options in here. So choose here. Oops, good, not so great. Okay, so I've got my little drop down now. All I need to change about this is to, instead of having this as getting the text from feeling input, I'm going to get it from that drop down one. Okay, so if I run it, I choose good, it's going to go to green. If I run it again, I choose not so great, it's going to go to orange. So that's easy. All right, what I might do is I might stop this video there and I might do another separate video for the loop.